You're not getting sales in your business even though you spend so much time trying to. No, you don't need to outsource. No, you don't need to create a brand new course. You're actually working on the wrong thing in your business. And I want to tell you in this video the things that you can stop working on and the things you need to start working on to start making more sales in your business. It's less on what you spend the time on and more on how you spend the time that makes the biggest difference. First, we need to look at the phrase, work on your business, not in it. This phrase is popularized by Michael Gerber in his book, The E-Myth. Essentially, the book talks about just being good at your skills is not good enough for your business to be successful. The technical work and the work it takes to run your business is two completely different things. You're a small business and chances are you need to do things from both sides, the technical side and the things to run your business. You probably need to wear a lot of hats and do many things on your own. But the problem is that you have too many hats to wear and too little brain space. If you fill your brain space working on only the technical stuff, and I call this like the in it stuff, you will not have enough brain space for the on it stuff. So the things it takes to run your business. It's like a driver that's on a road trip, but instead of admiring the view, he's only focused on the road in front of him and the car that's in front of his car. And then at the end of the road trip, be like, oh my God, wasn't the view amazing? And then the driver would just be like, I don't know, I've only seen the back of that Toyota Corolla in front of me. So before we move on learning what we should not do and what we should do more of, there's two things that we really need to know: the on it stuff and the in it stuff. So the on it task is things that helps your business run on its own. These are things like, creating tasks, systems, hiring people, basically things that essentially will help the thing run on its own without you in the future. So I see on it as like things that how you move in a certain direction. The CEOs, the COOs, like operations chief. These people basically have meetings all the time and they talk about, okay, what's the direction of the company? What's the goal for this quarter? How do we get there better? So the in it is basically what are the details and what we need to do to make that happen. I would say these are the things that you probably started your business because you're good at it. An accountant probably started a business of accountant because they're really good at numbers. Graphic designer, the person started a business because they're really good at designing graphics and they're like, I can do this for people. These are all in it tasks. So then how does this apply to your business, especially if you don't have the means to hire, or maybe you can hire like one person? So big or small business, the idea of an organization still stands. You have like the accounting department, the HR department, the social media department, marketing department. In your head, these departments need to be split into the on it part and then the in it part. So remember how I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you basically wear multiple hats in your business. So these departments are the multiple hats that you're wearing. So when you're operating your business and you're just wearing multiple hats in a day, you need to make sure there's a balance between your on it hats, meaning like people who decide what is the goal, the systems, all these things, and in it hat, people who actually make the thing happen. You need to look up from what you're doing, take a step back, evaluate if what you're doing is hitting that goal, and then go back and do the task. Essentially, the goal of working on your business and not in it is to eventually take yourself out of the business and yet your business can still run. Operating your business like one will easily help you see what are the systems that need to be built so that it can be optimized, what things need to be automated so you can spend less time on it and working on more important stuff in your business. So the problem is that if you spend too much time in it, you don't have enough brain capacity to do on it stuff, realizing that what you're doing so far is not helping you hit your 10K a month goal. Part of this course correction is for the on it brain to decide, okay, systems, what can be done faster? What can be done more efficiently? And a good way to start, besides hiring people, is to look into automation. Usually the first few things that can be taken off your plate that is repetitive can be done by an automations. Now that you know the difference between on it and in it task, and how you need to stop working on just in it stuff, and you need to have a balance between in it and on it tasks for your business to be successful and thriving. Let's dive deeper into the first few things your business can automate in order to reduce the workload and mental load of all of your in it tasks.